Weekend Dolls, it's me, Ken. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving y'all a pharmacy technician Q&A, okay? I've been seeing you guys' questions. I haven't been ignoring some of y'all. I legit have been like responding to them. I've been getting them through DM, comment section, Snapchats. Like, people are just curious about the job, especially when I said I didn't have a degree. I'm actually in college currently for something completely different, but we're gonna get into that a little later. Anyways, Happy New Year's. Okay, I should have started off saying that because about the time you're watching this video, it'll already be the new year because I'm filming this on December 31st. So Happy New Year's. If you're interested in any pharmacy technician realm of work, then stay tuned and let's get into today's video. Okay, y'all, so question number 1 says, do you need to remember all the names of the medications? So no, we do not have to remember all the names of the medications. That's more so the pharmacist side of it, because he or she has to know how the medication works whenever they counsel a patient, when you're checking them out if they have any questions. They remember pretty much all the medications. That's what they go to school for, and just learn how they work and stuff like that. So the technician themselves, you do not have to remember every medicine you dispense or that you pour or compound. It is nice to know sometimes though, because when a patient is asking you like, hey, I need a refill, I don't remember the name, but it looks like this and it's used for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can call the pharmacist over, but the pharmacist is 99% of the time always busy. So as that memory starts to come, you're like, oh, they're talking about this, or oh, it's this, because you're just gonna be dispensing them for so long and things like that. But no, you do not have to remember them. That's not a requirement. Next question is, if I have multiple misdemeanors on my record, will it matter whenever I apply? So I should have looked this one up a little bit, but I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about what I know. They do fingerprints and background checks and things like that whenever you apply to like your state board of pharmacy. So whenever you go through that process, they're gonna look at your record, and that background check takes like 2 weeks to come back, and depending on your state and their policies, it's really up to them. But I don't know, in some places it does, you know what I'm saying, affect your application process whenever they look at that on your record. But like I said, it depends, and you would just have to contact them and see, and especially what for to whatever conflict it was. Number 3 is the wage livable? Okay, so I have a little rant about this. It's not that bad. This is just me being real. Let me just say that personally, not for all people, but personally, as a college student, by the way, I'm going into my 2nd semester of my 2nd year of college. I'm a sophomore. Being a college student, working this part-time job as a pharmacy technician, on dance team, involved in my church, things like that. I'm only part-time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not full-time. Let me just say, it is comfortable. I'm able to pay like car note, phone bill, put gas in my car, you know what I'm saying, get food, buy things for the house. I still stay with my parents and my siblings, so we all pitch in. But it is comfortable. I pay the rest of my tuition at the end of the year when I owe things and different things like that. I'm able to save and spend, have a little spending money for myself. So it's comfortable. I say it's comfortable. It's a livable. Probably cutting it really close. Comment down below though if it's livable for some of you guys that are actually a pharmacy technician right now. I'm just curious because I know, like I said, it differs by state. Number 4 is, can you make good money within retail? Okay, so I feel like when you do go into like retailing, you might make a little bit lower, given that it's retail versus you like going to a hospital and working there, you know, just being a hospital pharmacy technician. Because I know that sometimes those divisions make a little more, but I feel like it's still really comfortable money. Number 5 is it hard being a pharmacy technician? My answer would say no. Genuinely, it is not hard at all. Is it stressful? Is it overwhelming sometimes? Absolutely, because there's like a huge rotation of the pharmacy where scripts are dropped off, scripts are filled, scripts are verified by the pharmacist, given to the patient, and it comes along with insurance issues, inventory, trying to please the patients, trying to make sure their stuff is ready on time, giving them the right medication. It's just a lot that goes into it. So it is stressful sometimes, and I do have my bad days, absolutely. But will I say it's hard? No, it is not a hard job. I think that anyone is very capable of doing it. But just know that it comes with its bad days, and it comes with the stress sometimes, and it is very, very overwhelming sometimes in the pharmacy, y'all. I'm just being for real. Number 6 is, what are some recommendations for training? Honestly, the PTCB questions, exam questions on Google, online, pretty much anywhere, those are good to practice with, to practice for your tests. Just have more knowledge about the pharmacy too, and how things work with HIPAA policies, just insurance issues that you're gonna get encountered with, and it's just a bunch of stuff like that. But I would recommend those questions. A lead tech at my job actually put me on to the PTCB questions. I can never say it. It's just how he practiced, and it worked for him. Number 7, as a pharmacy technician, is the math hard? Let me tell y'all, because it's a good question. I thought going into the job that I would have to be doing a lot of math, and I was very nervous because math has always been my weakest subject, like, ever growing up, and it still is actually. I'm so glad to be done with college algebra anyways. And statistics. Ooh, statistics? No ma'am, no ma'am. Anyways, no, there is hardly any math in the pharmacy. Being a pharmacy technician, y'all, like, if there is math, it's middle math, or you can just easy swipe over on the computer to the calculator. Like, it's hardly any math. The only time I ever use like math is when I'm calculating the day's supply for certain things, probably like insulin or certain inhalers. But then again, I always use my calculator. So yeah, it's not a lot of math, and the math is not hard. And if it's hard that day for whatever reason, just use the calculator. They don't expect you to know, you know what I'm saying, big math equations in there. Like, no, you don't have to. The next question is, how long did I go to school? Like I said in the beginning of the video, I did not go to school for pharmacy technician. I actually was already an employee of the company that I'm working with now. I was a supervisor slash cashier up front, and they needed help in the pharmacy. I got with the manager, and my transition kind of happened that way. And I did courses, I took tests and quizzes, and I did background checks, drug tests, fingerprints. I did the whole shebang. I just didn't take the 2-year program that a lot of people think that you have to do, which you do not have to at all. Like, you don't have to go to a university to do that, or even an associate spot. None of that. I didn't go to school for that. I'm in school right now for speech and hearing sciences to become a speech pathologist. And like I said, it's my 2nd year, so I really just picked up this technician job to make some extra money while in college, because I made lower as a cashier up front, and I knew that this was the route to get me more money and to save faster. So, but yeah, I did not go to school for pharmacy technician. The next question is, did you memorize them? This is similar to the other question, but no, I don't have to remember the medications. Next question is, how long is the program to become a PT? Honestly, it's 6 months to 2 years. I know that's what a lot of the accredited universities and different programs like that. I've never really seen over 2 years, so I'll just say 6 months to 2 years is the time frame on that one. Next question is, what's your advice on becoming a tech? The best advice I can give to you is to have tough skin. I know I'm not the one to be saying that because I am so sensitive, but when it comes to my workplace, you have to be very firm and not take what these patients and customers are saying to heart, because at the end of the day, they're just here for service. They're just here to get their medicine. They're sick. They just, you know what I'm saying, they're just here for you to give them the medicine and make all their problems go away. And sometimes I really do have to go into it thinking like that. Well, most of the time I do, because it's hard. What they say hurts. People are rude. People are not gonna think like you or be just as nice as you. So that'll be one of my biggest advice to give about becoming a technician. Another thing is to just kind of go into it with an open mind, knowing that things are going to get stressful. The rotation is going to be quick depending on what pharmacist you have, because everything has to be verified through your pharmacist. Every single little thing you give to these patients have to be verified in order for it to legally go to them. So just know it's going to be under a lot of pressure some days, and the phone is going to be off the chains. People are going to be lined up for shots. You got to give them their paperwork. You have to fill their scripts. You have to deal with insurance. You have to deal with making sure the flow of the pharmacy is just running. That's our job, and make sure everything goes to the pharmacist smooth, and hopefully it's right. And if it's not right, she'll always check it, or he, and then make you go back and fix what you need to fix. But that'll be my biggest advice. Just go into it with an open mind, knowing that it's not gonna be this little chill, laid back job. Sometimes it is, depending on the day of the week, but go into it knowing that the pace is there. Next question is, would you consider PT a good career? This is me personally. Again, I'm not speaking for everybody, because I know a lot of PTs out there that are considering this as a career and or doing this as an actual career. Personally, this isn't a career for me that I would take as a technician, because I believe that this isn't the job I can see myself doing for the rest of my life, and just under this pressure, if you will, and rotation, and just it's not for me. This is, like I said, this is just a temporary job that I am very, very grateful for, very grateful for to have this job while I'm so young and in school. The only reason that I say that I wouldn't consider it as a career is because I believe that their pay should be more than what it is, even though it is still very comfortable. I just always thought that, given the job that we do, working in the medical field, you would just think, you know. But yeah, that's my take on it being a good career or not. What are some of the duties besides counting pills do techs have to deal with? Some of the duties, if you've seen in my day in life as a pharmacy technician vlog, if you haven't, it'll be right here up on the screen. But some of the duties that I have is compounding medications, whether that's like an acne cream or like an antibiotic that needs to be filled. Return of stocks is where we have to return in our inventory of patients that simply just didn't pick up their medications, and other people are going to need them. That's why I said in the vlog it's very important that we do that, or at least we try to do that day to day. Another thing is just working the drive-through, trying to get it to run smoothly, but there's just a lot of days where just patients take longer than the others, given that their situation or the insurance or things like that. Another duty is working the front counter, and that's basically their pickup and things like that. Some people will stop at that window to refill something, things like that. Another one is actually typing in the new scripts that we're receiving all throughout the day. There's no time limit where we cap off or anything, so it's always coming in with new scripts and things like that. Another thing that I have is this thing called clinical cues. It's another duty where we check on our patients. You know, we call them, hey, this is Kenny, just checking to see if you needed a refill on this, this, and this. Did you want to sign up for MedSync? Did you want to merge all your medications to pick up at the same time on each month? 90-day conversions, when we know a patient is taking a maintenance drug every month, and maybe it's a little easier if they get that 3-month, you know what I'm saying? You're just calling, checking up on them, things like that. I would say those are my main duties, and then you have small stuff like stocking, taking off expired medication, throwing away lost pills, destroying the other ones that are no longer needed. Things like that are my duties besides counting the physical pills. Next I have, what do normal shifts look like for you? You get either a 9 to 5, which is like the morning crew, and then you have a mid shift, which is the 11 to 7, or you're like me who does the 1 to 9s most of the time, which is the closer. Monday through Friday we're open 9 to 9. And then on the weekends we open up 9 to 6 on Saturday and 11 to 6 on Sunday. So yeah, it's pretty normal to have an 8-hour shift, but once I'm back in school, I do like 5 to 9s. Sometimes I still do the 1 to 9s depending on what day of the week it is, but that's my normal, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad. I honestly like my shifts, especially if the pharmacy closes at 9. That's not too bad. All right, y'all, so the next question is, if you are comfortable, what is your hourly pay rate? Well, I won't tell y'all my exact dollar on how much I make an hour, but it ranges from anywhere to $12 to $22 an hour. Like I said, depending on where you stay plays a big factor in that as well. I'm honestly pretty satisfied with what I make. It always could be more, obviously, who wouldn't want more money, but realistically I'm very satisfied with what I make. Honestly, there's some places near me as well that start off as low as $11. I think that is just not okay, given the job that we do. So it really depends on what company you work for, but yeah, it ranges anywhere from 11 to 22 an hour. Someone said, I loved your day-to-day life as a pharmacy technician. It seemed like such a chill day. What is one of the worst days you had as a tech? Y'all, so like I said, it is some bad days in there. Don't take that as in, ooh, I don't want to hop in the field no more, but take that as in, like, it's okay, because some days I have my days. It gets pretty bad. But to answer that question, one of the worst days I had is just a lot of patients spiraling on me, given that their stuff wasn't ready, and at the time and now we were short on techs, and I just tried to explain to them, like, ma'am, it's a process, it's just not ready yet, I'll get it ready for you. I'm currently working the drive-thru, trying to answer phones, trying to fill, trying to satisfy you guys, like, I'm trying here. And that day, it was just so much workload. Like, there was just no chill time. And in the video, I told y'all, I purposely filmed on that weekend because I wanted to give y'all some content, and I can't really film during like a lot of the weekday because there's just so much to do and I wouldn't have enough content to put in the video for you guys. So yeah, that was probably one of the worst days. You get cursed out a little bit, and I just kind of calm them down, like, ma'am, I don't curse, I don't condone cursing, can you not curse at me? I'm gonna get your stuff ready, just give me a second. Like, they get crazy. They just want their medicine, so it gets real crazy. That's not an excuse for them to be like that, but you'd be surprised people who walk through the pharmacy, and then you have those patients that are like really ill and they're just frustrated and they just want their things, which is understandable. So I don't know, I dealt with a lot that day, and I really thought about, like, is this for me? Like, let me find another job while I'm in school, because I don't know if this is gonna work. But then the sweet patients come through, and I just remember why I do it, and it is also another way of making more money, especially being young, working towards something else, you know, just trying to get some more income. But yeah, that would be one of the worst days I had. I just felt like everyone was just spiraling off at me, and I was trying so hard to please everybody, and yeah, it was a lot. Okay, y'all, so I saved this question for last because it's pretty juicy, and I figure a lot of people want to know this one. So if you stay all the way through the video, you will hear the tea. But anyways, someone asked if you had to estimate how much do you bring in weekly or bi-weekly depending on your job. So given that most retail jobs, like myself, we get paid weekly. I do know a couple people that get paid bi-weekly, which is still good as well. This is just my job in the company. But you can generate between $350 to $600 a week. That's also depending on how much you work as well. So obviously during my break, I make more than what I'll make while in school, still bringing in pretty decent money. It's just on my breaks and things like that, depending on how much you work. But to answer her question, yes, you can generate between $350 to like $600. I feel like that's pretty average for a tech, which is really good weekly. I hope I didn't talk too fast in this video. I was just so eager to answer you guys' questions and to just tell you all a little bit what I know, and then my experiences and my opinions and things like that. But I appreciate you watching, and let me know if you want a part 2 or ask some more questions down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and again, Happy New Year's. Thank y'all so much for 6K. Thank y'all so much for being here on this little journey of mine, because it's been fun. I don't know why I'm talking as if in front of XC YouTube, because I know I'm not. I got some bangers coming, okay? I'm so excited. But I'm done talking. I'm just excited. I'm about to go eat me some food. I bought a new planner, okay? Yeah, I love y'all. Kenni Nova is out.